Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you a beginner's guide to Gorilla Tag, which this is the game that I'm playing with. Don't mind me. Anyways, I'm going to get right into the beginner's guide. Okay, so if you guys started a brand new account in Gorilla Tag, you would be way up there in that cave. That is called tutorial. So once you jump down from there, you'll land about here. And what you want to do is just kind of move your arms like this to start. Just like this. Take it nice and slow. Kind of move it like this, kind of. So that way you don't want to go like this. Because if you go like this, sure, you're moving forward, but it's going to take a lot longer, right? So what you want to do is move like this. And that will get you going a lot faster. Now I'm doing it like this. This is just kind of how I'm showing the direction that you're going. But normally you're gonna go like you're just gonna walk over here this short distance here. And don't worry, later in the video it's gonna get a lot crazier. You're gonna be doing some crazy stuff. But right now we gotta start small. And yeah, let me backtrack a little bit because once you come up right here, right, you're up here, and this is kind of just like you're walking in real life, but just with your hands. Right here, it's going to be really hard for you to get up here. Now, wait a minute. Oh, whoops. If you fall, it's okay. Don't worry about it, right? Because it's really hard. It was really hard for me. It took a ton of tries to get up there. And if you're on, like right now I'm playing on Steam VR, so I can use the camera right now. However, most people, including myself, started on standalone Quest, which is probably how you're starting. So I'm just not even going to get into it right now. But basically, it's going to be a lot less bouncy than this. Like right now, I could just go like that. And it kind of, see how my hand like kind of spasms out like that? That won't normally happen. Okay? That's just kind of a little bit of lag because I'm recording and stuff. But anyways, you're going to hit down like this, and you should be able to land up here. But if you keep just ramming into it like that, then here's what I recommend. And this is going to be pretty risky. But if you fall down, remember you just walk right back over here, right? And then you come up just like this, and you go. So basically, instead of going like this, where you might slam forward a lot more, you're instead going to, let me get up here. So you're going to put your hand down. Be very careful when you do this. You're going to go down like this, and then launch yourself up. And just think about launching yourself straight up at first, and eventually, you'll just start working your way more forward and getting that jump just right. But an alternate version of this is to go just like this, and just kind of hold on to that, and then reach up there. So kind of go like that, and just take it slow, which can also be a great way to do that. Anyways, now you're in here, and your color code, you might see this little color code switcher right here. It'll probably be something pretty random. I think it was something like this when I first started, which looks really weird. So what you're going to do is just kind of slide this up. This will add more red to it. This will add more blue to it, and this will add more green to it. So if you want just all white, just turn them all up. And if you want all black, just turn them all down. Something that you can easily do is come over here to the computer. Okay, so now that you're over here, right, hop onto this little stool right here and you'll see this keyboard. So now you can, it should say something like press any button to start. So, I just press enter. And then it'll take you to this screen right here where it says room. And see, the little arrow is pointing towards room. So now, you can type in a code. You can join a code like that. And you can just press delete to, well, delete. And if you're already in a code, which I am not because of internet issues, but if you are in a code, then you can come up here and press option 1 at the top right corner, and that'll disconnect you. Now, it does explain all that right here if you want the official explanation, but that's pretty much what I'm saying here. And if you aren't in a code, then this middle thing will say players online, but if you are in a code, whether that being a public code or a private code, then it will say players in this lobby or something. Now, if you come down here, press this down arrow, then you can change your name, which is usually something like Gorilla to something like that. But what you want to do is just change it, delete all that, just like this, okay? And then type in whatever you want to type in, and boom. So then your current name is down here, or is up here, and your new name is down here. As soon as you press enter, your new name will become the same as your current name. So if you want to keep your current name, then just remember what it is before you press enter. Then you come down here to color. This is what I was talking about earlier. And then you can use these to kind of change it to whatever you want. Press option 1. Now because you're on color, it won't disconnect you from the room. So you press option 1, and then that'll take you to the red. So then you just go like this and pick whatever red you want. So I'm going to do 9, and then press option 2. Okay, do whatever you want. I'm going to do 2, and then option 3. Do whatever you want. I'm going to do 0. And boom, there you go, just like that. That is how you change your color code and your name. And there's also turn speed, mic settings, Q, when there's a lot of different things like this, which you can read through that if you want, but I am not going to right now. Next, we have the game mode switcher right here. And you know, this is pretty cool. You have casual, which is just regular monkeys, and there's just nothing really going on. You're just kind of chilling. Then we have infection, which I'm going to try to join an infection code, but like I said, guys, Wi-Fi. Let me head over here. You click on infection, then this will take you into an infection code whenever you click on it. Paint Brawl, which is basically like the slingshots. You grab a slingshot off your chest and you can do that. You're popping other people's balloons with paintballs. This is Paint Brawl is the game mode, but you're hitting them with paintball. And then Hunt, which basically have like this little watch, and then it'll say your target, and you gotta tag your target, and then they will like become like an ice monkey or something. It's a pretty cool game mode. I like it. But yeah, that's it for the game modes. Now recently they added a feature where you might notice limited time mode. This was Ambush about like a week ago. Might be a couple weeks at the time you're watching this video. Now you might notice this little like patch of hay here. Now if you close the game and reopen it after the first time that you played the game, then it will take you and you will spawn like right here, and you'll like drop, and it'll be like just like that, and everything will load in. Right here, this is the Guerrilla Code of Conduct. You definitely need to read this. I know it's a lot of words, but you gotta read them. Seriously, this will. I mean, if you break this, if someone else is breaking this code, definitely report them. But if you break this, you probably will get banned. The message of the day just basically explains the most recent update and what was added. So this one's about the Rocket Arcade update, which basically just changed City. Now there's a ton of different maps that you can go into. For example, Canyons, which is pretty cool. It has a bunch of ropes and some zip lines and stuff. And there's this big monorail zip line at the top. It's pretty awesome. I really like it. There's, of course, Forest, which is where we started. There's Beach over there in that tunnel. There's Attic, which you might be able to see through that tiny little gap here. But it's boarded off as of recording this video. And this is basically like a building mode, which it was pretty cool while I was around. Come down here, this will take you into Caves, which is currently flooded, so that's pretty crazy. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this version of Gorilla Tag. Go up there, that'll take you to the Clouds map, which basically you grab a glider and you can glide around and stuff. This is City, which is very different than how it used to be. You can watch some videos of how it used to be. Most of my videos show how it used to be. But there's a lot of cool stuff around here. There's hats, there's masks and stuff. And this is really nice because now there's a lot of cosmetics that won't get forgotten. Because in the old city, of course, I mean, there's still some cosmetics that aren't there in the new city. But like this banana, see how this is here? Well, if I come down into the main shop here, you'll see that it's also over here in Spiritwear. Anyways, this stuff is always going to be changing, along with this stuff and this. So it's a lot of cool changing stuff. I don't know what's going on here. This is just something cool. Like, look at this. No, there's a lot of different interactive cosmetics in Gorilla Tag. Like, here, let me just come out here. So you see how I've clicked on that? We can come over here to the dressing room, and you can try this on. So I can grab this. And it's pretty crazy. I really like it. Next, there's also this weird book over here, where if you click on it, it doesn't work on Steam. However, it will take you to this ad thing. Anyways, there's a ton of cosmetics here in City. I think I got a little sidetracked with the maps and stuff. There's basement down there, which it has this like mini maze. There's arcade, mountains, Metropolis, which you can see out there, and rotating. So there's a lot of different maps. It's actually kind of crazy how many maps there are. So that's pretty much it for the main stuff of Gorilla Tag. Now we're going to get into the movement. So you might have noticed that I've gone like this a lot. And basically I'm going to walk you through how to do this. So first, now you've probably been walking like this a lot during this video, or maybe like this, and that's fine. But right now, we're going to focus on something new, which will probably be a lot slower at first, but eventually you'll get pretty good at it, and it'll be really consistent. Like, I'm still not the best at it. It's not super consistent for me yet, because I just learned this. But you guys are going to get to learn it right away, so you'll probably end up being better than me. Anyways, so we're going to come over to a flat spot. Right over here would be perfect, but you can also do this in City. But right now, I'm just going to do this right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of go like this and just kind of like roll. So it goes like that kind of motion. And then just lower that down onto the ground and do that really quickly, and it'll go pretty well. So if I slow that down, you can see there's like a little bit of flicking motion, just like that. So you just do that really fast, and it might be a little weird at first. You might bounce up a little bit, but that's all right. Just keep going, and eventually you'll get into a groove of it. And it's pretty cool. The next thing we're going to tackle is walls, which this is something that I've very recently been able to get kind of good at. But to start, you're going to come over to here to these giant double walls. So you're going to kind of hug like this, and this is called pinch climbing. So you're going to grab on this, and you're going to launch yourself up. Now, real quick, I'm going to maneuver the camera, so I'm going to go follow player just like this. So now you can see what I'm doing. I think it works pretty well. Anyways, so you're going to go like this and then launch up, okay? Now at first it might be really hard. You might have to pull yourself in and then go back up. Pull yourself in, go back up, pull yourself in, go back up. But you just kind of want to launch yourself and just kind of, here camera, come over here. Kind of go like this and then go down really hard. And then just go like, whoops, like this, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's fast. And yeah, this is pretty crazy. Now, once you get the hang of this, we're going to work on jumping from wall to wall, which I just kind of did backwards there. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to launch yourself up and then grab onto this wall, which will probably be hard with a straight wall like this, but that's all right. You're just going to launch off of it, launch off of it, launch off, but remember to go up and try to angle it up, but don't go too high up. Like, for example, if I went too high up like that, I can't make it back to the other wall. So you want to make sure, kind of find like a good zone, a Goldilocks zone of sorts, where you can easily do that. And if you want to see how I learned a lot of these skills, you can watch some of my older Gorilla Tag videos, which are linked in the description. There's me playing Gorilla Tag for the first time, and then there's also me getting 10 times better at Gorilla Tag. So, that's pretty crazy. Anyways, now we're going to learn another pretty crucial skill, and that is just general movement. Now, really, this just comes with time, but here are some tips that I found, and that is take risks and just go fast. It's something that took me a while to figure out, and I've been wanting to say this for a while, but you gotta remember, okay? You have to remember to take risks, okay? Let's say here, let me get back down to the ground. No, I'm going over here and I climb up this ramp, right? And this took me a while to get up both of these ramps and stuff the first time. And I went across this bridge and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Now these branches are very intimidating. They're honestly still intimidating for me. Let's say you want to jump over here and then kind of platform over to that one, which is the highest. Okay, so what you want to do, you're going to try to jump, but what if you fail it? Like I just failed to jump back. Now, but if I was very careful, this would take a while, but you'd never be able to do those things, and you'd never be able to learn that you can just hit off of stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you another essential skill, and that is the walls, okay? Now, the crazy thing about the walls is that they're very hard to go. Like, look at this. This is me. I've played Gorilla Tag for about 4 months at this point as we're recording this video. And it's still very hard to maneuver around the walls for me. And it's really hard for anyone unless you're either really good or just been playing the game for many, many years. And part of this just comes with time. Like when I learned, like how I learned to do that, just like that. I mean, that was kind of like, how am I ever going to do that when I first saw somebody do that? Same thing with wall climbing, which is a perfect segue into our next skill. Which I know I haven't, I was just talking about the walls, but now we're actually getting into this next skill. Anyways, so you're going to go like this, and you're just going to launch yourself up into the wall, and then you're going to go like this, boom, boom, and just knock yourself back and forth, and it's going to be very hard. Now, our next skill, this is a pretty complicated one, tree scaling / branching. Now, this is one of the main skills that I learned in my 10 times better at Gorilla Tag video, which is kind of crazy to think about, which just goes to show how hard this is. But if you guys get this, this is a great skill to start off knowing, because honestly, I don't branch that much. So getting an early start on branching is very, very good. Now basically how you branch is you just kind of like get on one branch and use your hand, but you kind of hang down here, and it's very quick. Usually branching is very quick. So you're kind of here in the branches. I think over here might be a little bit easier. Yeah, because there's like this hill. So you go up here, and then you jump onto that one. And then I ran out of branches there, but it's always important, look around you, see if there's another branch, grab onto that one. Now eventually you'll get used to the branches, maybe even memorize where all the branches are, and then you'll be able to just swing effortlessly from branch to branch. Which takes me into my next thing, which is routes. I'm best at routes in beach, so I'm going to go over to the beach map over here, not only to show you what the beach map looks like, but also to kind of show you some of my routes that I use. Now, ropes and zip lines are a completely different thing, but you know. And if you want to get to the beach, just here are some quick things to keep in mind with climbing this big rope. First of all, take it nice and slow, just like this, okay? Don't take it too fast, which, I mean, if you're really good at rope climbing, then I guess you can do that. But generally, it's not the best to try this. So, just take it nice and slow, big strides, and you should be just fine. Then grab onto the zip line here, and one of my routes is to go like this, right down here, grab onto this zip line, grab onto that rope, and I messed it up. Whoops. Anyways, I'm back up here to tell you, finish telling you, that is, about routes. Now, routes is basically just a chain of a bunch of different things in a map. For example, I'm going to jump onto this zip line, and then I'm going to go onto this one. Okay, I'm going to ride around here, and then I'm going to swing off of it, and bounce off of there, get onto this zip line, and then jump into the water, swim under the pirate ship, just like this, get up, water run, or just swim over to here, and then 1 second, gain some speed, whoops, evidently mess up the water run, but that's not how it's supposed to be. Come over here and do this quick rope glitch, which before I get into this, which is a really nice segue, but before I get into this, I just do want to wrap up routes real quick so we don't have a 10-minute route segment with a bunch of side quests inside of it. Anyways, with routes, the most important thing is try something new, which I know I already said this about just like general platforming and stuff, but just try something new. Like here, I'm gonna come up with a route on the fly just to show you what you can do depending on where lava monkeys are or where there are people trying to paint brawl you, whatever. So I can climb up on this rope and then, one second, and then I could swing to this one and then swing out into the water and then get back up, and I can swim over here, get on this zip line. Okay, oh, there's someone coming for me. I jump down, go up on this rope. I actually meant to not, I didn't mean to fail that, but that's all right. Sometimes you gotta improvise. Okay, so then I come over here and do this rope glitch. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. We did the rope glitch segue. Okay, so you're gonna go like this, hold your hands like this, okay? Then you're gonna almost like you're sideways pinch climbing, okay? Whoops. And then you hold your hand here, keep it here, but don't touch it. And then you're just gonna kind of like slam it together like that, but on this platform. And if it takes you through the rope, that's all right. You can just climb right back up and try again. Wait for the rope to stop swinging, and then try it again and make sure you're in line with it, and it should send you flying. Now, depending on where it takes you, it might take you into that river, might take you perfectly onto this rope, or onto that little piece of bamboo there. I don't know what that is. Or it could take you onto the top zip line. It could take you down there. Really, there's a lot of different ways that you can steer it. You can even steer it till you land on that zip line up there, or way over here. Anyways, now that we're back in forest, I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of breaking the fourth wall here, but this is actually crazy. My game's like freezing every 4 seconds. Anyway, so you're here in mountains, right? You want to do cool stuff, like you've seen other people do. You're going to jump down here, and you can actually steer on the ice using your hands. Now, it's a little bit harder on Steam, which is what I'm playing on right now. But yeah, you can actually steer with your hands, and it seems like they've made this a lot easier in recent updates. Because before it was kind of subtle, but now it's really nice. Anyways, you might have noticed what I just did there. Now basically, you want to go down. Anyways, you want to jump on the ice, and you're going to slide down here. And you kind of want to steer to the left so you don't go on any of these ramps. And then you want to steer to the right, and it'll take you up. Oh, just like that. And it might take you up to that platform, it might take you into the tunnel, but most of the time it'll just take you down here. Unless you do it really good. I did not do it that good last time. And these are just some mountains basics. I'm not going to really go into anything crazy. You're going to walk over here, and then just kind of slide on the ice, and then launch off of it, and then come over here, and you can jump, and this fan will take you all the way up here, back up to the top, where you can come back over here, look at the scoreboard, I don't know, use computer, regroup, whatever you want to do, I don't care. Then you come over here, and remember to steer to the left, hit off of that, and then just kind of don't steer at all, and then hit off of that, and it should take you up to that platform. You come up here, you can go down this slide, which it'll give you one of two options. We can go up there and take that tunnel all the way through, or take that one, which kind of lands you down by the fan. And then you can also take this big slope here, and it'll land you down by the fan, or on that tunnel, or over there. It's a lot of different areas. Mountains is a very complicated map. Anyways, those are some Gorilla Tag basics, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See, I'm a fancy businessman now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, basically, I'm going to be seeing you in the next one. Let me know if you want me to make another tutorial going a little bit more in-depth into some of these skills or a certain map. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned a lot, and have fun on your Gorilla Tag journey. New Gorilla? Yeah, that's right. You watch out.